We have declared a first alert severe weather day as we are now tracking the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms on Sunday, and it likely continues into the first part of the week. I'll have the latest forecast.
We don't need any more of our young people to get killed off. It's a war.
A show of solidarity on the streets of Lexington as folks turn out to take the city back from violence.
And 6 people are recovering tonight after a crash in Lincoln County.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
We're tracking a stormy start to the work week. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Kristen Kennedy. More rounds of storms are moving into the bluegrass, and they could bring damaging winds, heavy rain, and the threat for flash flooding. We begin tonight with meteorologist Jim Caldwell on this First Alert Severe Weather Day.
It really begins tonight for us, Kristen, as we go into the overnight. Early tomorrow morning as one of the first waves will likely arrive in our area, and that's just the beginning. We're going to be tracking more rounds of showers and thunderstorms here in the coming days. It's just going to be one right after the other. We've been in this pattern where it's one right after the other, but this time we're going to be talking about clusters that will open up just like this one has tonight. This one does not look as impressive, but it still has time to continue to grow and strengthen as we head into the overnight and early tomorrow morning. But then we'll start opening it up more from the northwest. We'll have even more rounds of showers and thunderstorms coming in. We're going to look at our high-resolution model. We'll take you through the overnight watch as we get into 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, see the showers and storms coming together. But they'll get a little burst of energy around 5, 6, 7. You see this coming together. That's going to be producing some heavy rains and some very strong winds with that cluster pressing through, and that takes us all the way through midday. That's something we're going to be watching for. So let's break it down. We're going to break down Sunday. Rounds of showers and storms, heavy downpours, a good possibility, especially early on in the day. I still think we could pop up some stronger storms into the afternoon and evening as well. We go into your Monday and Tuesday, and we're still tracking those northwesterly storms that will be rolling in here. Big clusters producing strong winds, and that flash flood threat will stay on the heightened side as we move forward. We'll take a closer look at all of this coming up in just a few minutes.
In Lexington, crews spent the day cleaning up the mess yesterday's storms left behind. High winds knocked down trees and power lines. One homeowner living on Lansdowne Drive had a 50-foot branch fall on his home while he was out of the house.
Wind kind of hit against it real hard, and it had a weak crotch in it, so it just broke it on out.
The homeowner says he's removing the entire tree because it's too close to major power lines on Lansdowne Drive. We are always tracking storms on WKYT.com, and you can too. Use an interactive radar to zoom all the way into your neighborhood. Download the WKYT News and Radar apps to keep up with the weather when you're on the go. And share your pictures and video with us. Email them to eyewitness@WKYT.com or use the hashtag KYWeather. Tonight, a Lexington mother wants to make sure her son's death was not in vain. Antonio Franklin Jr. was shot and killed at Duncan Park in April last year. His mother, Anita, led a walk through the streets of Lexington for peace tonight. WKYT's Garrett Weimer walked with them. He has our top story at 11.
A place that brought Anita Franklin and her family so much pain now serves as the starting point for a movement she hopes will bring healing to the entire community.
People are tired of all the violence. People do want to take back control. And we want our young adults to know that they don't have to live like this, that there are answers.
We don't need any more of our young people to get killed off. It's a war.
So for the second straight month, for the second straight year, they walked to take back the city from violence.
It's the way it should be. People working together. We need to work together.
All these lives, we need these lives here. And so, yeah, that's what I want them to know. Stop the violence, stop shooting, stop killing.
I was asked, when are we going to stop walking? And my response was, when is the violence going to stop? So until the violence stops, we will continue on with this walk and many other activities to increase education about stopping the violence here in Lexington.
As they continue to walk, Franklin says she hopes their message travels even farther than their steps take them. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Franklin has a final walk for the summer scheduled for August 8th at Duncan Park. She's also started what she's calling the Antonio Franklin Jr. Mr. and Miss Essence of Lexington pageant. That'll be August 21st at the Lyric Theater. Tonight, the Wayne County coroner has identified the teenager who drowned this afternoon. Family members tell us the victim is Carl Dudas Whitaker. He was camping with his family in the Cumberland Point area of Lake Cumberland and drowned around 1:30 today. His family has set up a GoFundMe page to help with funeral expenses. To donate, you can go to our website, WKYT.com, and click on the link to the story. Kentucky State Police are investigating a crash that sent an Anderson County man to the hospital. Just before 1:30 this afternoon, police say a woman was driving down Woodford Street in Lawrenceburg when she hit a man on a lawnmower. Police say the man on the lawnmower was 52-year-old Billy Scrogum. Scrogum went to UK hospital with life-threatening injuries. State police are investigating a crash in Lincoln County that injured 6 people. Troopers say a pickup was traveling north on Airport Road near Stanford, crossed the center line and hit a van. We're told the driver of the truck went to UK hospital with life-threatening injuries. 5 people in the van went to nearby hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. The road is back open tonight. In Nelson County, the search continues for a missing Bardstown mother. Friday, police served a search warrant at Crystal Rogers' boyfriend's family farm on Highway 49. Today, volunteers spent the day searching Highway 49 on New Haven Road and on the Bluegrass Parkway. They found Rogers' car last week on the parkway near mile marker 14. Her boyfriend, investigators say, was the last to see her July 3rd. London police are searching for a man missing for more than a week now. State police say Michael Goetz was last seen near his home on Main Street in London July 2nd. We're told Goetz got home from working an overnight shift, went outside and disappeared. Officers have not ruled out foul play. Families headed to Whitaker Bank Ballpark tonight were sporting their pink attire. The Lexington Legends hosted the annual Strikeout breast cancer event. Players wore special jerseys and fans released pink balloons in honor of breast cancer survivors and those who've lost their battle with the disease.
It's always inspiring to meet others. I become more empowered to be more involved. I'm on the board of directors with Susan G. Komen, and that's what I live for, to help others.
WKYT's Jennifer Palumbo emceed the Breast Cancer Awareness Dinner. The money raised from today's events goes to UK Markey Cancer Center, Susan G. Komen Lexington, and the Kentucky Cancer Link. A member of the Lexington Police Force received a big award today. The Humane Society gave an inaugural award to a department head for service spanning almost 2 decades. Keeping Lexington's mounted unit in line is a tough job.
I've never done as much work as I do in this unit.
Sergeant Joey Eckert's been at it for almost 3 years. Officer Marty Parks has been around longer.
I came in the unit in 1999.
Back then they had one so-called boss of the barn. The next lasted 6 months, so Parks brought in 2 that could do that one job. One of the 2 walked out.
She stuck around for about the same time period, about 5 or 6 months.
The other,
loyal, I think is probably the word if I had to sum it up.
She's been with the department for 14 years.
Before we had Hobbs, we had a lot of problems with mice and critters getting into the barn.
But once Hobbs stuck around, you know, the mice population kind of disappeared. Hobbs would come in and she'd have a squirrel. She brought in a chipmunk. She brought in a little rabbit. There was a time that Hobbs brought in a snake. We're like, look, it's getting ridiculous, you know, bringing in all these different animals.
Maybe encountering all those critters is why the workers before Hobbs left. Her 14 years of service and loyalty are being recognized Saturday. More than a decade of service is rare for someone like Hobbs.
She's considered geriatric, but she's still doing her job the same way that she has.
Absolutely, just a little older.
Like many veterans on the force will tell you, the work comes with its share of sacrifice.
And Hobbs has lost probably about 3 or 4 inches of her tail at one point.
To the Lexington Police Force, there's no one more deserving of the 2015 award for Cat of the Year.
I'm a Hobbs person. I don't see her so much as a cat. When I retire, I'm taking my horse, I'm taking Hobbs with me. and we'll ride off into the sunset.
Who wouldn't want to ride off with Hobbs? She received her award during Lexington Humane Society's Catapalooza. The event featured free food, games, and feline adoption specials.